We're kicking off yet another short and trading week. The Dow, you can see a little bit lower now. This is after it was up as much as 380 points earlier in the session. The S&P and the NASDAQ, though, also higher, but slightly pairing some of the gains that we had earlier in the day. Let's talk about Bitcoin. They're reclaiming $100,000, right? The first time that we've done that since December 19th. Bitcoin buyer MicroStrategy disclosing that it bought approximately 1,000 Bitcoin for $100 million in cash, bringing the total holdings to approximately 447,000 Bitcoins. Let's do this all with Sound Planning Group CEO David Stryzewski. Thank you so much for joining us here in person.
Pleasure to be
Do we
here.
buy Bitcoin even at $101,000?
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so the thing that we have to understand about Bitcoin is that there's only so many of them.
Fair.
And so 94% of all possible 21 million Bitcoins have already been mined. And do you know that there's a little over 100 years ahead of us before the last one will be mined?
Okay.
And so here's the reality. We have a supply shortage that we're not really aware of at this time. We're kind of thinking of the price of this. We're not actually thinking of the function of what it was actually intended for, because it's not super fast at transacting right now. But no, this is an absolute time to buy. We want to buy on dips.
Pop quiz. MicroStrategy owns like 2% of all Bitcoin outstanding. Is that a good play if I can't buy a Bitcoin or a Bitcoin ETF?
Yes, of course, absolutely. I mean, in fact, if people are confused about how to even get involved with crypto, and they go, I'm just not, it's the most confusing parts about computers, the most confusing parts about money, I'll just buy Coinbase. That's another way to do it as well.
Fair.
And so, these are some different ways to be looking at things.
Another one you like is Ripple. You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them, and basically the Ripple's going to be the track that everything's going to be running on in the future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
The cynics, though, tell me, only put as much in this space as you're willing to lose. Effectively, as of now, some people say it feels like a casino. Do you agree with that?
The best example I have is this. Don't not get involved with something. Do whatever you would do for a nice weekend away with your spouse.
Okay.
And instead of doing that weekend, maybe put that in crypto. Here's what I'll tell you. 3 to 5 years from now, you either made some real money or you just lost one weekend together. Not a big deal.
I know, but I could have had that vacation,
You
right,
could have had
David?
a vacation or you made your retirement.
Well said. Okay, maybe that's a bet I'm willing to take. I wanted to just finish with you and follow full circle. We started the conversation talking about bonds. How much of a threat do you see, maybe 5% on a 10-year? And if so, how much of a threat is that to the equity market?
I think that the Treasury has been a big problem. We can't let the debt get so high or we're not going to actually have the ability to be paying this off. The United States is going backwards right now, and we can't make higher payments. The Treasury, I think, is also a future IOU on the U.S. dollar. No one wants a promise when you're just going to print more money, print more money, print more money. We're talking about better fiscal responsibility right now with President Trump and the Doge concept here, which is awesome. But here's the reality. We are saturated in debt. Bonds lose money in 5 different ways. All those ways are on the table right now.
So bonds and dollar depreciation then makes your case for some of these alternatives that we talked about.
Gold and Bitcoin are going up because inflation's real.
Okay, good. Can we talk about gold?
Yes, ma'am.
Gold or silver?
Silver for sure.
Why?
Fact, because the gold standard was established as a 15-to-1 ratio. Everyone knows the term. It's a 9-to-1 mining ratio today. If we look at the numbers right now, as of this morning, it was 89-to-1. I'll do that deal every day of my life. Okay. 89 silver to 1 ounce of gold. And so silver's about to go through the roof. We're in an early market here for this bull.
I need Costco to start selling me silver bars. Because right now they're selling me gold bars.
They do silver as well.
Amazing.
Exceptional pricing.
Okay, you just made my day. Gold bars and silver bars from David Stryzewski in my stocking next year for Christmas.